Welcome to the channel where curiosity and growth meet, where you learn to make a difference, earn smarter, upskill faster, and thrive in a world that never stops evolving. Why saving money feels so hard and how to trick your brain into loving it. Let's be honest. Saving money feels like eating salad when everyone else is having pizza. You know it's good for you, but it still feels like punishment. Every financial expert tells you to save more, but no one tells you why it feels so unnatural. The truth is, your problem isn't math, it's psychology. Your brain is secretly working against your savings goals. So today, we're decoding why most people hate saving money, and how you can reprogram your brain to actually enjoy it. The human brain is a sucker for instant rewards. Psychologists call this present bias, the tendency to prioritize immediate pleasure over future benefit. According to research by the National Bureau of Economic Research, over 70% of Americans would rather take $100 today than $150 in 30 days, even though waiting clearly pays more. Our brains scream, "Take it now." Let's put this in a real-life example. Jacob, 25, decides to save $1,000 for an emergency fund, but one day, he sees his dream smartwatch on flash sale for $300. He knows it's not part of the plan, but the dopamine rush from that add to cart button feels too good to resist. Why? Because the human brain releases dopamine when it anticipates pleasure, not when it achieves goals. Saving, unfortunately, doesn't give that instant buzz. Spending does. That's why saving feels like deprivation. Your brain sees it as losing pleasure now for some vague reward later. Saving money is mental work. Here's another plot twist. Saving isn't just emotional, it's mental labor. When you choose to save instead of spend, your prefrontal cortex, the decision-making part of your brain, goes to work. It's the same area you use to resist dessert, focus on tasks, or hold your tongue in a meeting. And guess what? That part of your brain runs on glucose, literal energy. So, after a long day of choices, saving money feels harder because your brain is simply tired. This is why we make great financial plans in the morning and then impulsively order stuff online at night. You're not weak, your brain is just out of fuel. History and culture. We're trained to spend, not save. Back in the 1950s, the average American household saved around 12% of their income. Fast forward to 2023, and that number dropped to 3.8%. What changed? 3 words: credit cards, consumerism, and culture. We went from make do and meant to buy now, pay later. From saving for a rainy day to you only live once. Modern marketing isn't selling you products, it's selling you feelings. Happiness, status, validation, belonging. When everyone around you is flexing vacations, designer bags, and iPhones, saving starts to look like a form of self-denial. As Warren Buffett put it perfectly, do not save what is left after spending, spend what is left after saving. But let's be honest, most people do the exact opposite. Global snapshot. Some countries save better. Saving isn't just a personal habit, it's cultural. In Japan, the personal savings rate averages 22%, one of the highest in the world. Why? Because financial discipline is ingrained from childhood. Japanese culture values long-term security and collective responsibility. Meanwhile, in countries like the United States and the UK, personal debt often exceeds savings. Easy access to credit cards and buy now, pay later culture makes it too convenient to spend what you don't have. In Nigeria, for example, saving can feel even harder due to inflation, rising living costs, and unstable currency value. Many people focus on surviving today, not planning for tomorrow. The point is, culture shapes how we see money, whether as a tool for pleasure or as a shield for the future. How to trick your brain into loving saving. Now that you know your brain is the real villain, let's flip the script. Here's how to outsmart it and actually start saving with a smile. 1. Automate your savings. Make saving invisible. Set up automatic transfers that move 10% of your income straight into a separate account the moment your paycheck hits. When you don't see the money, you won't miss it. It's called paying yourself first. You're not saving what's left. You're spending what's left after saving. 2. Gamify your goals. Turn saving into a game. Apps like Capital, Monarch Money, and YNAB You Need a Budget make saving interactive. You can set challenges like, save $5 every time I skip coffee, or match every online impulse purchase with a $10 savings deposit. You'll be amazed at how competitive your brain becomes once there's a scoreboard. 3. Rename your accounts. Your brain loves emotion. Generic savings account sounds boring, but Bali Vacation Fund or Freedom 2026 account Now that feels exciting. When your savings are linked to a visual or emotional goal, your brain associates it with reward, not sacrifice. For use micro-saving tricks. Round up every transaction to the nearest dollar and save the difference. You'll barely feel it, but over a year, it can add up to hundreds. It's painless saving, the financial version of hiding vegetables in your spaghetti sauce. 5. Reward yourself wisely. Saving doesn't mean you can't spend. It means you spend intentionally. Set milestone rewards. For example, every $500 saved equals one small treat. Every $2,000 saved equals a weekend getaway. This way, you still get dopamine hits, but they're tied to your financial success, not destruction. Saving money isn't about numbers. It's about neuroscience. Your brain was built to chase pleasure, not plan security. But once you understand that, you can hack the system. By automating, gamifying, and attaching emotion to your goals, saving stops feeling like punishment and starts feeling like progress. So, next time you skip a splurge, remember, you're not depriving yourself. You're training your brain for wealth. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like and subscribe buttons and share this video with someone who's great at spending but allergic to saving. More fun, smart, and money psychology breakdowns coming your way.